So right now, we just found a little dude.
See? While we've been out in the field, we have been seeing a lot of quite a common butterfly, and traditionally we used to call it the African monarch. These days it's also known as the plain tiger, and I've been seeing a lot of adults flying around landing on nectar plants, and I thought, well, this would be a great chance for Han and I to go out and have a squiz and see if we can find some caterpillars or larvae, and they breed on numerous plants. But one of the most common or sort of recognized ones is called milkweed, and an Asclepias, or variety of Asclepias species. And there's some comical names for this plant as well, which I won't mention here. Yeah, so there's quite a few milkweeds around at the moment. We're going to go and have a squiz on some of the plants and see if we can find some of their caterpillars. And their caterpillars are really cool, really exciting looking creatures. There doesn't appear to be any fresh eating on here or any sign of caterpillars. I see there's another quite a big one over there, so we'll go and have a look at that one, see if we can find any caterpillars there. Okay, Han, let's go. Oh,
Found a baby.
What'd you get there?
And another one. So right now, we just found a little dude.
See? Don't hold it there. This is pretty cool. Hannah saw this bigger milkweed further up the slope, and she ran up to this one and almost instantly saw this tiny little caterpillar on there. So I'm guessing it's what we call a second phase. They go through 5 different phases of growth, what we call instars. And I'm guessing this little guy, he looks about like a second phase, second instar caterpillar. And then she found a beast, a big boy who's in his final stage, and he's not going to be too far off of pupating. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and find a smaller milkweed somewhere that we can dig up and pot, and we're going to put it in a container and take these guys home, and we're going to see if we can rear them through till adult stage, and just share with you that experience of the life history of a butterfly, of the plain tiger or the African monarch. So that's really cool.
Just dug a milkweed, so we can put it in here, and then we're going to plant it, and then the caterpillars that are in the box are going to go around in it. So we're going to take it home and transfer the caterpillars onto the plant.
So we're just going to put some shade cloth over the top. We don't want the shade cloth to push down too much, and we're just going to put it in with elastic so we can take it off and work inside here if we need to as we go. Excuse the snakes in transit bottle behind there, the tube. We got called out just now to go and catch a night adder, so we'll show you how that all unfolded as well in a while. It's early morning and we're just getting the kids ready for school. And I checked on him just now and he was still a caterpillar, and we were about to load up and get in the vehicle, and this was about 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago. I checked on him and I just thought, let me just get a quick video clip of him as he's hanging in a caterpillar position, shape. Literally 20 minutes ago he was a caterpillar and now he's a pupa. So he's just shed his skin, changed shape, and is now hanging there as a pupa, and he'll be like that for a couple of weeks. So I'm just going to let him hang there in the kitchen, and we'll monitor him as we go and hopefully get to see him hatch.
So we're just going to school right now. And a week ago, the caterpillar climbed out of the plant and it wrapped up in a cocoon. And now, when we go into school, you can see half of its 2 wings. You can see it through the cocoon. But I hope Dad can look at it and see if it hatches, and he can take photos.
So I've just popped home from running around working at the moment. The time is just before 10 o'clock in the morning, and obviously I dropped the kids off at school this morning at 7, and just came and checked on this little guy, and there he is. The African monarch has hatched. So a couple of hours later, I predicted he was going to hatch. He probably hatched an hour and a half ago, and then he just sits there and he actually does nothing. He climbs up to a position where once he crawls out, his wings can open and hang, and then he pumps a whole bunch of blood, or their blood, hemosil, into the veins, and expands the wings and pushes them out, and the wings start to take shape like that. So typically they're a little bit floppy in the beginning and loose, but over a bit of time, a couple of hours, they'll harden up nicely, harden up to a point where he'll actually be able to take flight. So you can see it warming up. The wings are pretty hard. So I'm just going to put her in a nice shady position on a plant out of the way, which won't get disturbed, or he. You can't see male or female at this stage. Oh, here we go.